Dang it. That happens. Hey, Rob. Jerry the Dream. What's good? What's good? Peace, everybody. In here. So, it's our lumber. We just brought back. And our deck, porch. Don't have any rails or anything yet, so that's what we're doing now. As soon as I find somewhere to set you. We'll continue to load up though. In a good way. Right on my foot. Right on my foot. So, found somewhere to sit you. that will let me carry on with the business at hand. Chew, chew. For a second, I'm gonna have to do that. Just work out. We're gonna get this stuff plugged in there. We're gonna need a little bit of this water for our I'm looking at my slabs. I'm gonna go ahead and put this charger, the power, onto the I'm trying to figure out how to do everything we want to do. We've got a couple of longer screws that we are going to use just to set some things. They're not going to be permanent screws because we are going to need some bolts for some of this. But we can set it all in place, fasten it all in, and get it held together first. And we'll come back. Oh my God! Oh, swear to God. I set myself up with so many booby traps. I can barely tolerate myself as a result of it. But while that's going, Jesus, it was about time, right? So I'm taping over the joints of all my connection pieces so that these joists keep water from getting in between them. And I've got one more opportunity keeping water out of this whole scenario. Now, some people would go the whole way. Makes sense. And there. Then what I'm going to do is tape that whole joint right to the house. Oh man, hold on. Backing on this paper tour. On the seam tape. Not typical. I am doing fine. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, weatherproofing tape. Yep. Absolutely. That's what it is. Put this. Oh, so annoyed. Don't be, Wes. Okay. All right. So yeah. And it's how would you be made that way? I should be talking to myself and say, why am I made so impatient? If this is what I'm doing for a living, right? You just gotta tuck down under here. Gonna try to stick to everything. Gotta keep it off. And as best you can, roll it under. Avoid wrinkles, because that's gonna make everything bad. And if you sort of pull it, tape backing as you go, you're not fighting as much adhesive as you go. You just roll it under there. And it's going to occasionally want to take off. Guide it back, pull it down, click it. Now, this other side of this joist, I'm going to just roll out more of this stuff on top of that as well. Ticking me off that the back end isn't better than this. Manufacturers know what you have to do to get this stuff in. You know this crucial part of it. It's important to go right. Not sure what the answer is. This ain't it. Oh, it just keeps tearing. Okay. This might be this brand. I haven't run into this with the Georgia Pacific stuff. I really haven't. This stuff feels nice and hardy, but what it's doing right now. It's been frustrating, to say the least. But at least that part is overweight. At least the hard part of that anyway. But I am going to cover the rest of that up. I am going to do it. So there are also these bolts below here. And those bolts fasten all of this to the house. And if they rot out, that is bad too. So overprotect is the way. When it comes to water, overdo it. Not much money in tape. All right, so now we can put our final board in when it's time for here. Right now we're going to leave that a wee bit available because we're more interested now in getting our stuff built. I got to knock this over a little bit. Not quite exactly right for what I want. Oh shoot, can I? I might have to notch that. I might have to notch the 4x4, I'm saying. But I also could just put it right here. Fasten these right here on this side, on this side. Put the 4x4 here. Put the 2x4 on this side. Will push me over too far. So need to do is for my 2x, 4x's got to be here no matter what. Can be there. Probably fucking better there is the problem. Another problem is, even when it's there, what does that matter for this? This can come up, catch that, pull this off the backside. Bugs are biting me. Put it right here. That's it. No big deal. We're gonna, yeah. Down there, we need to work on getting that in the ground. Sorry, y'all. I have to think it out before I do it so that you don't accidentally make dumb mistakes like that. Almost flipping the whole thing over. While you were gone, I was digging holes. Holes was being dug. Things was being done to stuff. So, holy cannolis. It's all right. What we got is a couple of 8-footers. And we're going to fasten them right here on our steps. Like so. We'll fill our hole with concrete. We're going to make sure that thing is dead level and plumb. Plumb is the actual word I'm looking for, or I should have been looking for. If I was looking for words. Just shut up. So, while that's happening, what I'm going to do is grab my impact driver and screw gun. Maybe pop a couple things in place. Then I'll pour my concrete right into that. And then that should hold. That'll give our stair strength, and that will also give our handrail strength. Some of this stuff works both ways. You tie it in. All right. Phillips head screwdriver. Should have one of those somewhere. Where's does it? Where's does it? Where's does it? Where's does it? Oh, where's does it? Oh, where's does it? Oh, all right. We'll pull back a little bit. See a little bit more of what's going on. Now, what I actually need is somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 feet for this post so that I can get enough in the ground, still get what I want. Ah, yes. Crazy. That is what plum is. Not sure. We check it on the other side. If our bubble's still there, still there. All right. That's it. That's it. We're gonna check it left to right as well. Looks like but that way. Thanks. Oh, oh. All right, so we're gonna be right there. Hold it with our knee. We're gonna toenail it on this back side here. I'll hold that for now. And I'm gonna go on the back side of the stringer and put in another screw. Just to hold that piece in place. So we got 2 points of contact via the screw, 1 via the ground. Shouldn't move from that point. Not without a lot of pressure. And that's good enough to hold it for what we're getting ready to do next, which is just get it ready for concrete. And it's this far out because if I start it here, then I'm just sitting on top of concrete. It does not have the same structural component as me going 1.5 feet in the ground there. But my rail should be sturdy enough to come all the way from up there, come down and stop right there at that first step. Do the same thing over here. By the power of Grayskull. Now, have the added component of trying to line this up just right with the other one, in addition to our other sets of circumstances. I've complicated this a little more by hiding the freaking screws from myself. All right. Thank you, wind, for not blowing me down like Popeye the Sailor. We just put it where we think it needs to be, and then we start kicking it in place where it actually needs to be. All right, now that looks good. Let's do this. Fasten this one in. Just so we got some tie in here. Lucky enough to get to do this left-handed. A jerk. All right. Me and my left hand don't get along as much. That's good that way. Now we gotta rock with you. I gotta pull it in from low, from the back side. I can't use my right hand. I just have to do it upside down. Wonderful. Oh, look, fresh thorns. This is why I didn't want to be a mechanic. Man, my back in the dirt. It's locked in though. Yeah. Just double check. Good that way. Good that way. And we're lined up pretty well. Now, the fun part, now that they're sort of locked in there with sort of a temporary hold. I think that's what my ex-wife put on me, a temporary. I'm just kidding, joking. I'm joking. Joking. Jeez. Yeah, the happiest divorce you ever heard of. Come here, I'll show you how we dump concrete. Hopefully this is enough. If it's not, I'll come back, put some more in. Got our hole, got it set. Just crack that bag open. Right there. Would you stop it? All right, so now I want to make sure that crete gets nice and compacted. The good thing about it when it's dry is it fills in the spaces really nicely. Now, this we're not relying on for structural strength and relationship to holding anything up. We're looking for it to keep things straight more so than that, right? So much of our effort here is for that. We don't need up and down strength. We need left to right, front to back strength. These are handrails, super important. So what I'm doing is just compacting it down by a foot around the post. And yes, this is a dry pour. The structural boxes that I made to hold up the weight of the deck, I did not do this way. I do not do those this way. The structural integrity would be compromised. All right, so got us a little bucket of natural water, organic. Ooh, Jesus. I hit my head on that board so hard. Ouch. Oh my God. I'll let that sit and soak. All that water will just soak down in that concrete, and that's exactly what we want. We don't want it running away. We want it where it can just sit and work its way down. Do not forget the backside. Just saturate it. It'll soak right down in there. Just keep a pool of water right there on it. Now, I'm going to take my shovel. I'm going to agitate that, particularly right there at the edge where the post is, so that all of that concrete is directed next to the post gets that water first. And I'll chop my way around. And that's just going to let more water go down into that concrete. You see those bubbles? And we're 18 inches down, so we're going to be solid. But we want that water to get 18 inches down. The good thing is it's in the ground. We're creating a low spot for it. Even if it rains, that helps strengthen this concrete. The longer it stays wet when it's curing, stronger it gets. So you're not interested in it drying super fast. Now, it is important that you agitate the mix. Just concrete and water doesn't by itself mean as much as concrete mixed and water. Back there and put some more water in it. Like you're not going to run enough water to ruin 30 pounds of quickcrete. With that, you don't have to worry about. If anything, it'll just soak in and bind all of this stuff even better. Don't let that stay trapped in there. And over here, it's already starting to set up some. I'm going to keep it slightly below ground, below this other slab here, because I am going to throw dirt back on it with everything else when I'm done. See if I can taper it off so it looks a little better. All right, well, that's what we got. And we got to cut those other two to put up there for the rails. You can go ahead and get that started too. What I'm going to end up doing is put lag bolts through there. 2, fasten that in, and on the other side. I'm going to cut this rail at the right angle as it's coming down and just get rid of that top board. But I wanted to get these fastened in. Sun's going to be falling soon, and I want this concrete setting up with these posts in it. And again, not like these. Those aren't in the concrete. They're on the concrete. That's 18-inch chunk cube in the ground. That's sitting on top. Guess I'll go ahead and start putting some of this stuff out of the way. These are going to be our ballast. These are going to be our railing for the ballast, and then we'll use these decking boards for the top of those. So we pretty much got everything in place. I hate getting started on something I cannot finish, and I do not think that I can finish the railing if I start it today, and I don't want people getting curious thinking they can walk up and down these steps yet. These people are pretty cool, but I do not talk to them every day, so I want to be somewhat warned. But if I keep a bunch of junk on these steps, that might deter them a little bit. Those posts right there, right there. I gotta put that one on the inside. And I just put that up top. Let those hang. And then fasten them in with a 2x in between. How long would that take? What time is it? 4 o'clock. Take me an hour to cut and put those in, fasten them where I want them. I'll grab me a couple of bolts. Let's set up tonight for a better tomorrow. I need a couple more lag bolts. I won't need this. And we got our ballast. We got our 4x4. Cut that in half and that'll do everything else we need. Yeah, should be okay. These will just be a hearty warning to anyone not to enter the space. Let's get rid of our trash. So Got the rest of our day bought. That's right. Got some stickers coming. I got some stickers coming. I got inspired by those Sawdust Mafia stickers. So, launching the Wood Tank Clan stickers. Those are going to be in giveaways too. Oh, let me jump in the truck. Fire truck. Salute. Ooh, sound like a Chevy music, making music. All right. Jeffrey, please steer us home. Jeffrey. Master William. All right. I think we got everything out the way. Except for our tools. I ain't trying to do that, but be out the way. Sorry about that. Chevrolet away. That's what we got. I'm getting there. Satisfied with the half day progress. We'll make tomorrow better. Get up in there. My day is done as far as this work goes. I do have some stuff to do in the shop. I got some stuff to do at the house. So yeah, we might do some of that. Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be done. It's a blessing to have something else to do tomorrow, you know? I have all these horses. I'm trying to tell you, boy, the ride home. I'm driving home in a Lamborghini every day. Not a Lamborghini. It's a Chevy. Lamborghini guys stop me and say, hey, you got a small block in there, 305, 350. You get it. Car gas. Left for this light change. Don't try me, Mustang. in here. All in here. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate that, man. We're getting there. It's a lot left to do, but we're getting there. We'll probably be some work at home because I feel so glad. I hope we get that done today. That's what it is. Opportunities, situations, and whatnot. Sorry, guys. As you can see, it's starting to get green out here again. So the algae is going to be going wild. I gotta figure out how to put another hose on my water hose or repair it or something. What's this doing first, man? What are you talking about? What? Wait, what? Huh? I mean, bro, what's up? Just kidding. What? Because I got this big block, small block Chevy right here going. Is that the thing? Like, that guy's got so much power. There's so much power. It must be slanging out the country, serving the peoples. Need it. Who need it? Who need? I got it. I got a guy that knows somebody. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Looking for wood in the hood? No, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a contractor. I'm running out. And today, I'm building a porch. Delivering all my railing and starting to set my foundation for it. And then tomorrow I'll come put that railing in and call that whole front porch done. Tear out that back porch. But that'll be after I get the junior woodchuckers off to school in the morning. I'm looking for that hardwood. I'm never looking for the hard. I am the producer of the hardwood. I am the originator. Deep dish, fibered, harsh grain, solid stock. I'm doing great, Gage. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Some wood in the wood. See that Chevy in front of me? Poor thing. That one's right on the line, somewhere around 2010, when Chevy stopped being good. Pretty well got off work early today. Yes, sir. I respect it. I respect the man who's got the courage, self-respect to get off early. My wife don't get it though. Dad jokes. Dad jokes. Dad jokes. Gonna go remove some snow off my pool cover. Jesus Christ. Why do you even have a pool in a place that gets snow in February? Oh, it's March. That's crazy. That doesn't make enough sense. Cops at the bank. What's going on? What y'all doing? We hang out, see if somebody drops something. In case they need stuff picked up that gets dropped. Got ice and snow there too. What is going on? Why is this insanity continuing? Look at my sky. Look at my sky. I'm sweating in this truck right now. It's hot. My kid got up in the middle of the night, turned the air conditioner on last night. I got up, took it out on my wife. I was like, listen, I get that you're having hot flashes, but geez, look at him. Look at my brother. Look at my brother. Look at my twin. What's up, twin? What's up, twin? Chevrolet, brother. Yep. Silverados. Oh. Just stop at this light and make truck sounds for a second. Let's make some sounds. Too damn cold to work. I know that's right. I wouldn't be freaking working. Yeah, we don't get gators and these huge spiders, though. Well, I don't get gators. We get some spiders. We do get some spiders, but I'm in Georgia, so we don't get the gators. They say they're creeping up here, though. If they start creeping up here and getting the lakes that I'm fishing, I'm going to start strapping up on the way to the lake. I didn't want to get a hunting license, but I'm going to get one if I got to deal with some gators. Sometimes we make these cars nervous. You wish to leave to Georgia one day? Man, hop on a plane. Get another flight. I'm going to make it one flight. I just want to have a good morning. I just want to have a good morning. This is like magical time of year because every single day I drive home, it gets greener and greener. Notably, it gets greener and greener. Right now, it's not, but it gets greener and greener, and it's going to get magic. I'd live in the U.S. if I wasn't grown in French schools and disabled. But it's going to be crazy, getting crazy politics in your land. It is, yeah, it is. We were considering dual citizenship. Don't know if that's going to be a thing by the time I retire, though. But we shall see in the next, 2.5, 3 years. This dude shouldn't be able to be there longer than that. If he is, he's breaking some laws and some people are helping. Hopefully that won't be the case, but I don't think there's another person in this whole wide world who would do what he's doing. 12 degrees Celsius. My God. I am currently at like 75 or something like that. Yeah, damn right. After politics, I'm with it. Right. Yeah, it's okay. Let them know you're all right with it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, they'll give it to you dry and be like, hey, he liked it. He liked it. He didn't say anything. He liked it. I don't like it. So I'm driving down the street and people are walking to the mailbox. That is the first time I have seen two people at that house. I seen that guy. He's been there for like 6 months. That's the first time I think I've seen his wife. I'm so glad it's a family over there. Yay! I love the families. I love the families. Let's see who's back in this driveway. We have to fit in here like puzzle pieces in order to keep everybody good and able to get out without moving anybody else. Guess who's the designated mover of everybody else? Papa Smurf. That's right. I don't understand why people here never sing. I love making myself jokes and singing one along. Trucks everywhere. Yeah, I am in a truck town. But very much a truck guy. But I live in a truck-friendly environment in the woods. Up, catch another flight. Oh, they got an e-bike up there. Very cool. He looks cool on it. Like, hey, that guy's got alternative transportation. It must be evolved. Ugh. Y'all ever do this? This drives me crazy. I don't know if y'all ever do this. I washed my wife's car the other day. I did a pretty good job, I thought. And then you're like, oh yeah, I did good. And then you're like, boom. It's a whole spot you missed. It drives me, ugh. I'm gonna do it with my pants. I can't stand it. OCD. You can tell that by how I park my truck. He lines his car though, because he's strange. And I like it. Strange. Just the way she is. All right, so when these trees come in, my whole front yard gets shade as well. But it's trying a little bit. I let my leaves stay on the ground so they'll help the soil enrich. Because when we moved here, there's no grass, just brick hard dirt and moss. So we're trying to get the grass to grow. Every year it gets a little bit better. I'm gonna come out and start watering it. Maybe invite some worms over. My favorite part. Favorite part of my whole day.
What, me?
Yes, you. Mm-hmm. Me coming home to you, baby. Recording is a strong word.
What?
I am alive. And also streaming. But no worries, nobody's interested. There's like 5 people on here.
You calling them nobody? Wow.
How dare you say that? How dare you say that about my friends? What I was going to say is that the people that are here love me deeply, care for me exclusively. Not exclusively, but enough they're not judging me. What, my old coffee?
Ask them what you should
They just saw what I've been doing. They dared not ask me to make dinner. They're better people than that.
What if they knew your wife?
Rob says, howdy, Mrs. West. He says howdy because that's how he thinks Americans talk.
Hi, Rob. Sorry to drag you into our domestic drama.
Yeah, Rob. Stay out of it. She gets what she deserves. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I guess chicken. I guess I'm making chicken. Got the kitchen of the flames. Hey, Mr. McCall, how you doing? Kathy said, what's up, too? Kathy, Karen. I knew twins named Kathy and Karen. Their last names were Kersey.
Kathy and or Karen?
That's Kathy and Karen.
Oh.
Kathy Karen. Could be chicken salad. Oh, no. I'm going to fry this bird. Let's see. What up, Mr. McCall? The supplier of gorgeous woods. You getting out of here, babe?
I am.
I can't blame you.
No, my son.
Alone? Yeah. I get it. If I were you, I'd be like, get this dude and his stupid dinner. This jerk interrupting us. Wish does it, yes it does. Wish does everything leave. West cooks chicken, guess makes West rolls up his sleeves. Oh, I do not have enough oil to fry chicken. Gasp, moan,
You're still turkey.
bitter grunts.
If you're in a burger and fries.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Thanks. Burgers, I reckon it is. What a turn of events. What a change of plans. What a different stroke. See what we got for that. Garlic, yeah. Season, yeah. Onion powder, yeah. Cool. Sage, yes. Sage is okay. Oregano. Oregano, thank you. Pepper. Black pepper. We need a binder. What is this? This thing says seasonings. Oh, what kind of seasoning? If this is onion soup, this is what I want. That's what I want. Bless you. Thank you. Are you on all comments, Wes? I'm not sure what you mean. I did not catch any fish. I caught one fish, which doesn't feel like any fish, really, you know. But I caught one. That was good enough to feel, you know, like the whole trip wasn't in vain, but it was so nice out. It didn't feel like it was in vain. If I had to do it again, maybe, just maybe. If I knew I wasn't going to catch but one little fish, I might would have just built that deck yesterday, you know. But tomorrow ain't ever coming back, is it? Have I got all comments turned on? I don't quite know what you mean, Rob. Comments should be on like normal. Something abnormal happen? Am I missing comments? Let me know. Oh, I'm not 100%. It only shows top comments as standard. Not for me. It's not supposed to do that. I never set it up to do that. I don't know. I see a top fans button. You're still not able to comment in some live chats? What the heck? What does it say? Let me see if I can change that. Chat filter. All messages. That's awful. Man, I'm glad you let me know that, Rob. That was lame. No wonder. I would have never done that. And I would have never known that. I appreciate that. I hope everything's good now. That's crazy. Thanks for letting me know. Man, YouTube will be playing you. You won't even know it. You're on there being a whole sapsucker. Not being able to express themselves. My apologies. Have to do that for every live? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's crazy they're doing that. I don't like it. I don't like that at all. It may just be to keep people from spamming, because people will come spam you out. To make weird circumstances, you know. And you should have said, howdy, Miss Hi, howdy, Miss West in an English accent. Oh, I don't know how to say howdy. I didn't know y'all even said it in an English accent. I would have expected like good day, some mashed together word that you say as if it's quality language. In it. Like, come on, man. You saying in it. You might as well be saying, nah, I mean. But then you do it with such a hoity toity. To be truthful, I've never heard Rob say in it. He sounds a little bit more sophisticated than that. He's still a half a perv, but still respectable in his language. We stop calling my buddy a perv. Hello works too. I let her know. I'll be like, Rob said hello. I don't want y'all looking at my particle board. I'm embarrassed. It's not walnut. This does it. I'm gonna make burgers, turkey burgers. Right now. Getting these fantastic sound effects of me making a burger. You do say, I just thought about that. You do say that. You do say, do you know what I mean? No, I didn't say that right for you. I say, you know what I mean? You know, I'm putting too much on the mean. Well, I can't do a soft accent. Not that your accent is soft, but mine can only be harsh because it's all caricature. I'm gonna have to make that other pack of meat. Just 3 burgers ain't gonna cut it. I wish I had some charcoal here today. I would certainly be grilling. So nice out. I'm experimenting with rugs on my back porch. No beef. No, well, you know, we try to mix it up. Mostly for me, because you know, older you get, that beef is not supposed to be a heavy part of your diet. And I like meat. Turkey is milder on the digestive system. And if you know how to cook, the only difference is textural and slight. And I know how to cook. You use a Southern English accent. Northern is more harsh. I don't really have an accent or 2 Americans, right? Other Americans can't tell where I'm from in America based on my accent. Because if I was talking about how folks talk where I'm from, it'd be more like this, which is definitely different than how I talk. It's a lot more harsh, a lot more aggressive in certain ways, but there's also a little bit of a slow twang to it. where like dudes from New York, they talk like it's a different drag. You know what I mean? It's just still slow sometimes or whatever. But you know, it also depends on what culture in New York. The brothers talk like this. Italians talk like this. I don't know. It's a little bit different, a little bit better. I don't know. You can tell me. But they do. All right. But then it's also the hood, you know what I'm talking about? Like the brothers in the South. Like, you know what I'm saying, talk like this. And a lot of that is just like taking the last consonant on the end of a word, whatever, and just leave it off that thing. You know what I'm saying? Just let it hang on a vowel. You know what I'm saying? You'll never hear the last consonant on no word coming from nobody up out the side. Feel me? It always end on the consonant, on the vowel. You know what I'm talking about? Georgia is southern. I also like venison. I'm not a lover of turkey. I like chicken, beef, and pork. I also like venison. I'm with you on that. That wood may be spalted pecan. Look around and see if there are pecans on the ground. Oh, possibly. I'm not for sure. My backyard is like covered with everything. Like there's I'll show you what I mean. There's so many leaves on the ground. There's bound to be pecans, but I'll show you what I mean. Like that's my backyard, all the way across this stream to the back of those houses. So I found that right down there, and that's about 100 yards. I'm told Southerners are all semi-inbred. I mean, maybe the ones that came from England. I don't know. That is kind of a, you know, your royal family, brother. Your royal family. Uh, that's a thing, but that is definitely regional, and that is definitely economical, I think. But that's also probably 100-year-old rumor. Not talk about your king and your queen. A royal family are German. Wait a minute. Y'all are ruled by Germans? Is that what you're saying? You're saying your royals are Germans? That's intense. No shade to Germany, but that is wild. I agree with you on that one, Rob. Whew. We scooch these over. Room for these joints. How's your day, Bear? Good. It's all right. Mm-mm. Making patties, making patties. True King of England currently lives in Australia. What? Why? Why would that make sense? It's like me, like the true head of this family lives in California. You know what I mean? How could that be? Why would you stand for it? Is it nicer in Australia than in England? Australia is like Miami, like a whole country of Miami. Can't believe I'm gonna have to fix my comments now. That sucks. Glad y'all let me know. Freaking YouTube. Gotta go be safe. I can't be hurt in here, I don't think. I can whoop everybody in this house. Take it easy, man. Somewhat around Richard III, they brought in someone that wasn't true heir to the throne. True heir to the throne. So if my kids came home with some not wit set, like how are you not the heir to the throne? Like what determines the heir, right? Relation. They brought in a German stranger. And y'all took it. All right, at this point, I'm just bored and I'm cooking. So I ain't gonna bore you with my cooking. I'll let y'all later when I'm down in the shop doing something you want to see. Peace. Later on, Rob.